Hello, my name's He Who Is in the Water. Gonna be playing another Invasion block draft, because the first one was just so much fun, and I've been continuing to have fun. Pack is... okay. Fight or Flight tends to underwhelm me. Tangle's not really great. Rith's Attendant is not amazing. So then I'm looking at Ravenous Rats, Recover, Stormscape Apprentice, Soulburn, Voldalian Serpent. Try and get some blue-black nonsense in here. I think Recover might be the most useful on that front. Could just also get ahead of it and take the Salt Marsh, but I think I'll take the card advantage for now, but I'm not certain about that. Cauldron Dance, what do you do? Useful, but somewhat convoluted. Okay, Repulse is worse in this format because it's slow enough that like replaying the creature is just not an amazing tempo play. But it's still useful. I really like Stormscape Apprentice, so I think I'm gonna take it here. But Fires of Yavimaya is also just really good. Ooh. I think I want Fires. I think it's a stronger gold card there than Cauldron Dance. Maybe I'm being stupid. Now we've got 2 picks in Jund, and then this Samite Archer is looking pretty good. There's a lot of reasonable cards here, but I think this is pretty high upside, so I'm just going to continue to stay open here. Going Esper or Jund is fine here. 4-color Omnath, no black is also a reasonable line. This is a Stranger pack. Rooting Kavus, very solid. Trollhorn cameo, like always a great big fan of the cameos. Traveler's Cloak is also pretty good. I think I'm going to take the cameo here. Yeah, I think that plays the best here. I'm not super attached to this Samite Archer. Like we did see like. I'll leave it here. No, I need to really commit to myself to being open on it. Haven't seen a ton of blue cards. Blue is really popular in Invasion. There's a lot of powerful blue cards, so I kind of don't like to move in on it too much at this time because of how much you could be fighting over it early on, whereas like just kind of slipping in pack 2 is nice. Halam Jin is pretty good. Adel is quite reasonable as well, but I think these Jins are just always very solid in your dirtily piles. Like just 4-3 with haste is fine. If it's a 6-5, then you're really in business. This is these are also acceptable red cards here, so kind of getting the vibe that maybe I want to be in red. Still just have a lot of flexibility here. Oh, Voracious Cobra. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That card's so good. That card's really good. Really, really, really good. Wow. This is a gift. So Defiling Tears is not unplayable. Teferi's Response is unplayable. Llanowar Knight, Prison Barricade, Slimy Kavu, and Shoreline Raider are all potential inclusions. I think I'll just take the Slimy Kavu for now, though, and just solidify myself in this red deck. Similarly, I think I'm just getting. That's pretty awesome that Spirit of Resistance. Do I want that? That seems challenging to pull off, but that is pretty busted once you get there. I think I'm gonna try to just be like a 3-color deck. So I'm thinking like red green X right now. Thornscape Apprentice is great and kind of suggests that I be Naya. Fight or Flight is not particularly worth it, nor is the Attendant. Okay, Nomadic Elf versus Cauldron Dance. I don't think I really like Cauldron Dance, so I think I'm going to take the Elf here just for more fixing. And I'm going to just put these over to the side here and just be red green X, right? Or thinking I'm going to be red green X in the long run. What do I want that to be is up for debate. Guess I will take Sunscape Apprentice. That seems fine. Guess I'll take the Vanguard. There's a world where things go bad enough that we play that, I suppose. Okay, Adel and Ruby Leech are like both just like playable cards. I think I probably want the Adel more, but Ruby Leech is really not that bad. Like the first strike on it is like just actually pretty powerful. Ooh, Phyrexian Scuda. Oh, this pack. Oh, this pack. I want everything. I want Phyrexian Scuda, I want Sunscape Battle Mage, I want Steelleaf Paladin, I want Quirion Explorer, I want Magma Burst, I want Terminate. I think it's Terminate or Magma Burst. I think the removal is going to be the hardest thing to fix in the long run, or just make work. And I think I want the Magma Burst. Just the potential to kill 2 things versus terminates 1, I think, is good, and I am not convinced that I want to be black, although I have good black cards here. There's also Hunting Drake there too. That's a pretty powerful card, but I think I'm just going to take the Magma Burst for now, but that was a really strong pack with a lot of good cards in it. Okay, but now we have a very strong reason to be white, and this card's just not okay. Weatherlight is very slow, like, or Lava Zombie is a good black card, so is Myrokavu. These are reasonable cards, but Voice of All is just not fair. It is not fair. And we get a nice little on-color Battle Mage. So this one is the Shock and Shatter. This one is Mind Rot and Ray of Revelation. Yes, we definitely want Thornscape here. Destructive Flow is not good. I would love if the Derek Graz's Caldera came back on the wheel, but I'm just going to take this good value 5-drop. This is another interesting pack. Sparkcaster, Strafe, Steel Leaf Paladin are my thoughts. I think I kind of want the removal. Yeah, I think I want the removal. And hope to wheel one of these two, or the Slingshot Goblin or the Kavu Recluse are like playable. But I think I just want removal. Here I got Alpha Kavu that's pretty acceptable versus Gerard's Command. Gerard's Command is a pretty good combat trick, but I think that one's relatively likely to wheel, and it's not that important to me. There's a potential that Kavu synergies come together, and this is an interesting activated ability that can make combat wonky, so I'm somewhat inclined to do this. Another Diabolic Intent, that's funny. Surprise Deployment's not very good. Falling Timber's okay, Kavu Recluse okay, but I think I just want the Griffin here. Rarely have too many flyers in this format. Even though it's like pretty weak, it's still a creature with flying. Okay, here's some interesting choices. Rith's Charm is not like a slam dunk, I'll say. But not a whole lot here is. So I think I still want this. Just as the split card of 3 1/1s or fogging a creature, I think is pretty good. I think I like that. Goblin game. Oh, goodness. I do love a good Goblin game. So Stratodon is okay as like a 7-mana 5/5 is pretty reasonable to get to that point. Obviously better in your like 4 and 5 color control decks. So I think I will take the Gerard's Command here though. But I think it's close on Stratodon, but I think we've got enough here that I'm okay taking this one. Oh, fantastic. We wheel the Paladin. That was something I could get punished for. Is not not wheeling one of these. I think there was another one that I would like to catch. But this one's gonna be pretty good. Can't really imagine playing Pollen Remedy or Root Greeval, but maybe the Falling Timber? I'm not sure. Stone Kavu's great. Just an awesome, flexible card. And I think we're also in a good spot to pick up some Boros cards in Apocalypse here. Like Goblin Legionnaire is going to be excellent in our deck. we're kind of doing it. Guess I take a Skyshroud Blessing. I think I'll play Pollen Remedy before Root Greeval. Surprise Deployment has my colors. Honorable Scout has its moments, I suppose. I don't think I'm playing Sunscape Apprentice in this deck. I could, just for the green activated ability, but I don't know about that. Well, there's the Goblin Legionnaire I was hoping for, but this Desolation Giant, I don't believe I can pass. It's pretty powerful. Just a bit of a shame because there's no way that this Legionnaire wheels, but could also still play this Dega Disciple. I think Dega Disciple edges out Sunscape Apprentice in terms of playability, because it lets it just Dega Disciple on its own can trade up with a 3 toughness creature, and I think that tends to make it a bit better. Okay, cool. Now I will just take the Legionnaire. I just can't really see taking anything else here. Be nice to wheel Lay of the Land, Squeeze Embrace, or Angel Fire Crusader. I will play a Helionaut if we get to it, but I'm not super desperate to get myself one. I'm liking this deck though. We've got a reasonable curve. We have some power. We have actual interaction. I'm liking it. Captain's Maneuvers? Oh my god. If you've never seen this card in action before, it is disgusting. Oh yeah. Okay, it's coming together. Squeeze Embrace, Standard Bear, Tundra Kavu, also cards I will play on the wheel, but this is dirty now. Okay, we got something cooking up. Okay, Flowstone Charger, Manacles of Decay, Rocket Disciple. Razorfen Hunter is really good, but I think for a deck with as many creatures as ours, I think I want to keep my mana a little more efficient. So I think I probably just take Manacles of Decay. Just removal is going to be useful. And Charger is not an amazing creature. Trading with 2 power blockers is there are so many gray ogres in this format. So I think I like doing that. Brass Herald, Helionaut, Squeeze, Embrace. I think I'll just take the Helionaut here. Help with some of this mana. Help with our mana. Hang out and block. I think I like that over Squeeze Embrace. Don't have quite enough 2-drops to make Squeeze Embrace a really good... Oh, there's another Legionnaire? Oh my goodness. Okay. That's fantastic for our deck. Yeah, Minotaur Tactician is bad. Orm's Thunder is sometimes disgustingly good, but not really something you want to bank on. And Tundra Kavu, it's just medium. The Grey Ogres with activated abilities are just a dime a dozen. Okay, Bloodifier Kavu. I feel like I don't want that more of that effect because I already have this Desolation Giant. I feel like I wouldn't want to run two of them. So I think I'll take another Manacles of Decay here. Load up on some more removal. And I think I'll just take a Smash here. Or I could take a Gladenar. Yeah, I'm more likely to play a Gladenar. I could potentially start it. Although, I don't think I'm playing it at this point. I also don't... I don't know exactly what my plan is yet. Take Orm's Thunder. Take Angel Fire Crusader. Have enough removal that I'm comfortable cutting Gerard's Command. Yeah, I'm thinking about this Gladenar, but nah, we don't need it. It's much worse. Cousin Bognar. Ooh, Racket Disciple. Ooh, that clicked really fast. But yes, I very much taking the Racket Disciple there. Guess the Kavu Glider. Oh, I guess I got this Bloodfire Kavu anyway. If I play versus a more go widey deck, I'm sure that can be useful. Okay. So I do like to... I'm usually not a huge fan of like the group creature separately thing, but for this format, I find it useful. Rith's Charm is primarily a creature. Yeah, I like all of these non-creature spells here. Notably, we do have this Aurora Griffin, and while its activated ability is largely flavor text, we do have a few cards that interact with it to keep in mind, namely Halam Jin. We can make this white to decrease the red count on the board, which is useful, and also we can make red creatures into white creatures to strafe them. Just something to keep in mind. I'm probably going to forget if that comes up in gameplay, though. So, like, putting myself out there that you can make fun of me for that now. Do I want Sunscape Apprentice as well? I don't think so. Slimy Kavu also looks pretty poor. Desolation Giant's a 6-drop. It could be Rith's Charm. The card is pretty weak. Or maybe it's Rocket Disciple. Maybe we just got too many powerful things to do that this slower prevent one mode is not as exciting. I'm kind of feeling that. we also have some removal, so like we're gonna be like gumming up the board and like not getting tremendous value out of that. I don't know, maybe I'll have to think about that one, but I think I like this for now. I like 17 lands in these more more fair, like traditional looking decks, and we do have one Trollhorn cameo to kind of act as that land. Nomadic Elf and Healing Net help fix a little bit, although not efficiently. So I'm comfortable with this. 6/5/5 doesn't even sound that bad, but I feel like, do we need double white? So Desolation Giants, double white. Voice of All is double white. It's also double red. But we have the Shivan Oasis to like basically make this just a 6/6/6/6/6/6/6 mana base. Which I do like. Yeah, I'm kind of okay to just run it like this. Just a very clean Naya deck. Some powerful cards. Let's jam. Alright, here we are for round number 1. I have correctly selected to be on the draw, even though my deck is on the more aggressive end, but easy mulligan this uncastable hand. Another hand of uncastable, so I think we mulligan to 5. And this hand is good. Gonna put back Fires of Yavimaya and a redundant land since we've got 3 colors, and hope that we can draw our way out of this a little bit. Manacles of Decay, certainly welcome. Nice, another powerful creature. I would love to hit a 4th land now. I'm kind of terrified of Exclude right now, but I also have these 4-drops that I want to cast if I hit a land, and I do sort of need to keep this game short due to my mulligan, so I think I just have to run this into the Exclude. Okay. Nothing. Okay, cool. The main phase on the Worldly Council, so I guess that was their draw for turn? Curious. Hopefully they don't have another hopefully they don't have an Exclude now, but it looks like they're just struggling a little bit over there, so hopefully we can capitalize on this and get them dead. And like if they tap out for a 2 toughness creature, we just really get to tempo them with Thornscape Battle Mage, which is awesome. But it's the Sea-Snid. This is interesting here. I guess I'm okay to just Manacles of Decay this. It's going to be problematic enough in the long run. Just keep trying to apply pressure here. I do get to have 4 points of damage upstairs between Goblin Legionnaire sacking itself and Thornscape Battle Mage going face. So that's going to be helpful here. Yeah, I think that was a good use for Manacles of Decay. I like that. That's a bit more annoying, but still beatable. Just gonna keep applying pressure. Get that life total nice and low. Well, it can still block since it's not a black creature, so we do get to slow this game down quite a bit. Take 2 from the Ardent Soldier here. I'm curious what the name is. They choose Plains, so they have 2 white spells to cast. Ooh, Putrid Warrior. That's annoying. Guess I have to kill that now. And so there are no artifacts in play that I wish to destroy, so I just want to cast it with the red kicker. Do it like this. Oop. Oop, Moto's chugging. Come back to me. Okay, cool. So they don't have a good attack here. See if they play a creature, we can tap down with Thornscape Apprentice and try to keep clicking through. This is a large spell. This is horrendous. Unbelievable. Oh my god. Well, I guess I still tap the soldier. That's fine. Means I'm not Desolation Gianting this turn, but that's super okay. I guess I actually don't care about this. I guess I give this first strike so that I can attack. Okay, what's going on, computer? Can I play? What's even happening? Yeah, Moto is struggling right now. Yeah, just every interaction is 30 seconds. Fortunately, it seems to be doing the same thing for my opponent, so this might not just be like my computer dying. But certainly have something to make this attack fine, but maybe they're just pushing damage, or I don't know. They cast Nightscape Battle Mage with the red kicker to destroy my mountain. That's certainly going to slow things down here, but now this Cease Knit is going to do a lot of relevant blocking, so we just have to keep passing for a while. Which is going to be problematic if Moto continues to just not function. In this way, I'm not sure we can... Like, usually my pace of play is good enough to, like, not have timing out be a real concern, but if it maintains at this point, it might be tough. No attacks from me still. That is annoying. Cool, thanks Moto. Cool. It doesn't really matter, but you just tapped the creature targeting itself. That was entirely your own decision. So we're just going to be waiting here for a long time. I don't have any game actions that matter, so I can just F6 pretty aggressively, because I can only tap the standard bearer, and that's basically as good as just leaving Thornscape Apprentice untapped to block it. So probably we're just going to wait for this board to develop out. Then we'll cast Desolation Giant and hopefully win the game. This Voracious Cobra's doing so much work this game. Interesting, they didn't port me off of red. Moto seems to be back to like a more reasonable playing speed, so I'm going to start tapping Standard Bearer on their end step just for funsies, I suppose. That's a lot of mana. Dismantling Blow. Okay. That's good, for sure. So they're comfortable to let me access my red mana here. Hopefully we can punish them with the giant at some point. So they drew 2 cards off that blow, so maybe they have a lot of things to deploy here, or looks like they're flooding as well, which makes me a little reticent to fire off this Desolation Giant as soon as possible, but I'll let them try to deploy a little bit more into the board, I guess. I say that I don't have the red source to like give myself the ability to do that. It's just trying to think if nothing changes right now, do I wipe if I draw the mountain? Gargantua says probably yes. Huh. I've got 10 mana right now, so I can replay Thornscape Battle Mage and kill this Standard Bearer, or I can continue to be patient. I think I can at least afford 1 more turn of patience here. They've got 14 lands in play, so not too many left in their deck. Bodalian Serpent, that's scary. Definitely happy to wrath this board now. Still scared of an exclude. Would be very bad. Uh-oh, they picked back up on it. Okay, so now I really need to Steel Leaf Paladin. And kill the Standard Bearer. This one's blockable, right? Awesome. Well, I guess I'll do this now. And tap the Vodalian Serpent on their turn. Or actually, I'll just let them go to combat. Well, that's horrific. That's quite horrific. Okay, so now I'm just blocking for damage on this Vodalian Serpent. And so I was trying to be patient and see like if I could use the tap for Thornscape to ensure that I have double red on my turn. Which I did. So now it's just, do I get to cast Desolation Giant? With Kicker. Hello. Tried to play patiently to get to this point. Gonna be very upset if they have a counterspell. Beautiful. Oh, we needed that so desperately to go right. Put lethal on the board. Wow. Okay, that was incredible to come back on that one. We were behind the gun for so long. Okay, so they were really base blue-white, splashing black and red. I do like the Gladenar a little bit more. I didn't see... Yeah, they didn't really have artifacts or enchantments. They did have a fair number of small creatures, so I think this Bloodfire Kavu is like actually rather interesting to me. And Rocket Disciple also looked like it would play adequately. No, wait, Orm's Thunder. Does this hit enchantments? Oh, it does hit enchantments. They actually had two of them, right? They had the... Or not two. I guess they had just the Hobble. But the Hobble was pretty good. Was there anything else, or was it just that one? I don't know if I can bring this in with just one target, even if that target is good. I don't think I want Fires of Yavimaya. They have Standard Bearer. The match seemed to be grindy. Like, I just don't need to do this. I'd rather have the Kavu. For sure. Apprentice seemed reasonable. Rith's Charm seemed pretty poor compared to some of these other cards I can be bringing in here. Angel Fire Crusader is also just pretty weak, so I'm gonna try to do something tricky with this Orm's Thunder and take a slightly more a reactive role. I think I can squeeze in Rocket Disciple. Alpha Kavu seems like honestly pretty great at blocking. Maybe just nip the bud on this Nomadic Elf and say, go for it. Yeah, I don't hate that. I do not hate that. This hand's awesome. Does need the third land for sure, but I don't think I can send this back. Cool. Trollhorn Cameo being unportable by this Reef Shaman is going to be pretty nice. And they're pretty aggressive. No, not aggressive might not be the right word. They're pretty willing to start using Reef Shaman for disruption when the moment presented itself, so I expect that they will be quick to jump on the gun for that in this match as well, or this game. Bloodfire Kavu was already looking very good. So they can keep me off Aurora Griffin this turn, which is what I want to be playing. So I hope that they do not. Would love to draw a basic mountain, though. They are identifying themselves as the beatdown. Choose forest for this, so at this time I have no plays, which is unfortunate, but I think we can come back. They're not blazing out of the gates here. We're taking 4 damage a turn from this board as is. Have the option to Captain's Maneuver if I really want to, but I don't want to. Suffocating Blast is blue, blue, red, colorless, right? So they can't Reef Shaman their way into it unless they have a blue or red land. Mountain? Any land, though? Unfortunate. Now I suspect we're dead, but... I think I'm going to try to Captain's Maneuvers to kill this one. So the first target is me, and, and I want it dealt here. Give myself a window of reprieve, try to get this Aurora Griffin in play. Or more likely the Goblin Legionnaire, I'm not sure. Something, just able to cast some spells is important. So I want to redirect the 2 damage from Putrid Warrior, so that way they don't get the triggered ability. I was actually wondering, wait, what? Oh, it's redirected, not prevented, so it still happens. I see. I understand. Okay. There we get to cast Voice of All. I'm going to name Black because this stops both creatures. So now their attacks are bad. Or I guess their attacks are still reasonable. Because they can just give it -2/-0 because it's a black, or it requires black mana, but itself is not black. But I think I still like this. Collective Restraint. Creatures can't attack you unless... Oh, we're going to be here a while. Oh, good thing I have that Orum's Thunder. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That one's pretty good here. That one's pretty good here. But their board is just mono 2 toughness creatures. So how much do I want to like try to milk the Bloodfire Kavu? I think I want to kill this Stego Disciple, though. I think that one's really going to be problematic. I know they're not like... Or, no, I gotta kill Reef Shaman. Oh, yeah, this is... Yeah, no. I was thinking, like, we're approaching the point where, like, our mana doesn't really get disrupted by Reef Shaman that badly, but... They're also 4 colors and stuck on 2 right now, so that Shaman's, like, pretty important for them, and, like, I'm just immediately punished for that decision, but that's my life. That is my life. So this is a really interesting spot now. I can cast Bloodfire Kavu. Or do I cast Steel Leaf Paladin right now and choose which creature I want to save? And actually, I think I don't. I think I just put the Kavu in play right now. And then next turn, if I draw a land, I can go Steel Leaf Paladin, pick up one of my 2 toughness creatures that would die, and then activate the Kavu. I think I like that. And if none of that happens, then I'm also just like doing fine on this board. But this plays better around a counter spell. But worse into that, that's for sure. That's for sure. Oh my god. Alright. So now we're back to having to beat everything. I think I just play the Paladin, pick up Thornscape Battle Mage, and I can start applying some pressure back to them, but I also still really want to not be dying, so it might just be like slowly playing out my creatures until I really dominate the board. I really want to kill Stormscape Battle Mage because it's so bad if they can recur it in any way, but it probably... Oh, right, the Cavern Harpy that they have in play. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, it's even worse. Oh, this is so good. I guess I didn't have the window to kill the Stormscape Battle. No, I could have Goblin Legionnaire it last turn and not cast Steel Leaf Paladin. That was probably better. And then I wouldn't have to deal with this. Guess I'm just going to put the Stone Kavu out there. Get one attack in. It's probably worth it to them to block with the Cavern Harpy there, but what do I know? So the hand is Stormscape Battle. That is the next mana to get them to kick it. So now they're gaining life with this loop, but I get to interrupt it with Goblin Legionnaire or Magma Burst, but probably Legionnaire because Legionnaire is slightly less flexible. Oh, this is just so bad. Well, we just gotta keep jamming. Oh no, wait, I can't attack. Oh god. So many bad things are happening for us on this board, but we have this is like it's just a singular 4/4 that like means that they can't easily win. So I have to play Aurora Griffin as a blocker here, and then I think I put Goblin Legionnaire into play. And hold up the mountain to shock the Stormscape Battle Mage, I think is my play. Although combat in the air is challenging too, because they can activate Dig a Disciple to shrink Aurora Griffin, and then it can't adequately block Cavern Harpy, but then yeah, so they can just let combat damage happen there. So I'm like taking 3 in the air. I guess I still have a free block on Helionaut, so it's just 2 from the Cavern Harpy. But I guess I can wait and do that. Or I still want to play the Griffin and the Legionnaire this turn, and then I can Magma Burst. in the future. I still have this Thornscape Battle Mage that's just another slow shock to decide where to point. Yeah, so this just happens. But next turn, I can Thornscape Battle Mage the Dega Disciple to... Oh. I guess I'm taking 4 from that. Dead to Suffocating Blast at any point in this game now. It's frustrating, but we start with this. I have access to 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana right now. So I can do everything I want to. And everything I want to is... Oh wait, I do want to do it this way. I want to kicker, sacrifice 2 lands, and I want to target Dega Disciple and Stormscape Battle Mage. Sacrifice Forest, sacrifice Mountain. And I don't wish to attack at this time. Do I want to use Battle Mage to kill Cavern Harpy or just make them pick it up? That seems rather poor. Do I want to make them pick up Heliodot or Putrid Warrior? That also seems not great. So I think I'm just gonna pass like this. And if they want to trade Cavern Harpy for my Aurora Griffin, I'm very happy to do that. And otherwise, we'll just keep hanging out. Awesome. Awesome. Oh wait, that was game 2? Oh, I thought that was game 3 and we just lost the match. Oh. Oh wait, okay. Oh, we're in fine shape. Oh, we're just gonna time them out. Okay. Okay. What do I have here that's like really good versus... I mean, Pollen Remedy's okay. I see Pulse of Llanowar and I think Pulse of Marasa, and I'm just like, I need to play that card, and I do not, in fact, need to play that card, and I probably should not. I have have in everything that looks like a removal spell, basically. I guess not Rith's Charm, but that as a removal spell is pretty questionable. Yeah, I'm okay running this back. I just hope I don't get obliterated by this Cavern Harpy nonsense. Okay, this hand looks pretty good. This hand's really good. We got some of our most powerful cards. Turn 1 Reef Shaman, you got it. Turn 1 tap land, broken. See if I get punished for always yielding to that, but for the time being, we'll be alright. Just one of these is reasonable to play through, but the multiples do become problematic quite quickly. So we do get to or I'm sorry, now okay. So Thornscape Apprentice is going to deal with this sleeping potion. Can hold on to this Orum's Thunder for a hot minute. Real question is, what do I name with Voice of All? And I think it might be blue now to try not to get Stormscape Battle Mage. But I don't know. Alright, they've conceded. Cool. So I think we're in good position that game anyways, but if time wasn't a constraint, I think we do okay there, but time is a constraint, and we are victorious. Orum's Thunder definitely looked like a good sideboard card there, which was cool, because I love that card. It's very mid-rangey. Alright, we're 1-0. See you for round 2. Welcome to round number 2 versus Marty McCloaks. This hand has to be a mulligan. Yeah. Forgot to say good luck, have fun. Yeah, we'll mulligan. And this hand is great. I'm going to bottom Alpha Kavu and keep my Naya control hand. Alpha Kavu is not too important to our deck, and this is like basically all of our interaction, which is nice to have. I guess I could have tapped the elf. Yeah, maybe that was slightly better. Honestly, I was kind of hoping to grift them with this attack, but that's fine. always a great time when upkeep effects are getting involved. That's good mana to float. Can get a little bit of pressure going here. If they didn't have plays last turn, I would like for them not to potentially have more. And everything is bad. Everything is bad. This card, it's basically unkillable in combat once those once the tap ability is online. Or not tap ability, but the Boros ability. Gosh, yeah, I think I'm just going to play Fires of Yavimaya. Attack, and I don't believe I'm upkeep porting them, so I can take that off. I will trade my Fires of Yavimaya for the Tree Folk any day of the week. But now I'm like interested in tapping down their 2/4 at their end step. Although I can't cast a 6-drop now. Curious. Yep. Sure, a bunch of red cards in my hand. Bunch of red cards in my hand. Do I want to trade my Fires of Yavimaya for this Quarian Sentinel? And I think the answer is no. Guess I should have Manacles of Decay to the Mirror with Tree Folk. Because they've entered the stage of the game where it's unkillable. So I am going to need to do that. So that was the 2 damage I didn't need to take. Still taking 2 here from the Sentinel, that's okay. Realistically cannot win this game, but we'll see how far we get. Can take at least another turn or 2 of this Sentinel damage before I really need to activate Fires. Nice. Sure. Okay. Okay. You got me. You got me. Sure. I think we'll go blue here because it protects from Apprentice and Sea-Snid. I don't even know what's happening. What is... Okay. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, sure. I don't really know exactly what I want here. Fires of Yavimaya continues to just be an embarrassment of a Magic card, to be honest with you. This does not look good enough in any of these games. I played a reasonable number of smaller dudes, so I think this Bloodfire Kavu improves. And Gleidnar as another 4/4 just to contest, I think is reasonable. And I think Alpha Kavu can take a little dip for the time being. Should not have punted again, clicking to choose to go first, but this hand is fine, so hopefully we won't be too punished for that punt right off the bat. No activation on the Stormscape Apprentice just yet, but I believe they'll get there. Oh, they didn't have the exclude. Okay. I'll trade with my Aurora Griffin here. If they have Gaia's Might, that's not the end of the world. I think I'll just be playing the Galadnar here. Keeps the most damage on board. We do have the opportunity to play around the Gaia's strength, the pump spell. +3/+3. So I think I will take the opportunity to do so. Nope, this is something else. Ooh. Okay. Still pretty gnarly turn. Okay, that was sick. That was a heck of a blowout. That was a heck of a blowout. Okay. That was a stranger game. I don't know. I guess that Rith's Charm is just gonna be adequate enough for now. Yeah, I feel pretty good about our sideboard. Yeah, Falling Timber is just no. Stop thinking about it, Water. Don't do it. The card reads better than it is in practice. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Look away, children. I think I'm gonna keep this. It has a removal spell. I've got 2 colors. We've got a 3-drop if we draw 1. We've got some powerful cards in our deck. I want it. Never punished. Never punished. They do have some good fixing in their deck. My hand is a little slow to this Penumbra Bobcat, which is a bit unfortunate, but I don't know how I feel about Manacles of Decaying it. That seems underwhelming to say the least. I am susceptible to the disruption of this Dream Thresh, so I'm like actually kind of comfortable with Thornscape Battle Maging it. And like flyers are just always going to be a little bit annoying. Pretty comfortable racing if that's what they would like to do. I think we're just going to put another 2/2 into play. Alright, that's a big boy. Still racing, huh? Okay. That's a nice one. This Magma Burst is funky, I'll tell you that much. Don't know what my plan is, to be honest. Mountain is a nice draw here. I think I just want to kill this Apprentice. I feel like we can get actually cheesed out by that next turn. And like if they just attack back, I get to attack for 5 and then Magma Burst the last bit of damage. I guess. I think I want that. I can also just like Magma Burst a blocker and them to like get rid of all my lands. Or not all my lands, but be a behind the ball on that. And if they just decide to hang back, I cast like Halamjin, don't attack with it into the Serpentine Kavu, and then just roll from there. Oh, I'm dead to the Gaia's Strength Pump spell. Oh, God, I hope not. I hope not. I really cannot emphasize enough how much I hope it's not that spell. Okay, they added away, man. It doesn't look like it. Okay, that's not good for me. I'm sorry, this is a lot to think about. What do I want to do? So obviously Shivan Oasis is entering play. I think I'm attacking with Helionaut because I just want to upkeep No. Okay, so they have the stupid pump spell. I play around it best by sorcery speed on my second main phase, activating Bloodfire Kavu. So I'm attacking for one here. Activating Bloodfire Kavu. And just passing here and saying, don't do anything rash. I guess I also could have cast a Magma Burst on my main phase to just be further insulated from tomfoolery. But I did not. Well, is what it is. Just can't win anything anymore. Just I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to kill the cat token. I feel so aggressive. Like I feel like I just lose to this next turn anyway. Right? Like I take 2 in the air from the sky folk, and yeah, it doesn't really matter. Guess maybe if I draw land, they're like forced to chump with the forced to chump there, so maybe I do actually win that one, but I don't know if that's like a realistic thing to be playing towards. I don't know, Magma Burst feels like it's going to be tough to beat in a lot of those spots. So, oh well, we'll see it for round number 3. Okay, round number 3. Here versus Squeeze Pet Hamster. It's a great username. Got 3 types of mana in our hand to get some things to do. They chose not to play first, so make sure I turn off my auto yields that I'm not F6'd. And we'll see where we go. I do want to lead on either Mountain or Plains because we have some Goblin Legionnaires in the deck that we might want to cast on turn 2. Stone Kavu, also a good draw. Pretty happy to have an exotic curse on that one. Do potentially get a little awkward with the Steel Leaf Paladin if they're able to remove everything else, but hopefully that's not the case. Alright. Get to strafe that. Play the Crusader. Threaten the trade. That was a pretty good turn sequence, all things considered. Gonna fall pretty far behind when they cast like a card advantage spell here, but. Or that. I guess I'm waiting and casting Rith's Charm to try to ambush this Mire Kavu. Guess I'm doing that now. Not an awful shape, but I think we're just unlikely to win a race from this perspective, honestly. Their deck is just so good already that, like, I don't know what we can beat off the top from them. I hope that the Steel Leaf Paladin just doesn't get probed this turn. That would really be nice. This Volcano Imp's just also a huge problem. So I guess I'm gonna make that trade while I can. Push for some damage. Lose to terminate? Okay. Still probably losing to terminate, but... Oh, you bet. With Captain's Maneuvers already spent, I don't think we have any draws here. But I'm not 100% certain of that, so I will play on for a little bit. See if I forgot about something. All right. So Grixis, infinite removal. Fires of Yavimaya really just shouldn't be in the deck. Does not seem playable. Thought it would be better. So bring in another 4/4 for 6 mana. Could up the count on some of these dorky creatures, but they also showed enough like pretty powerful creatures to want these Strafe Manacles and the Captain's Maneuvers and the Magma Burst. Rith's Charm I can bring. I guess I don't know what I want over it. I guess the pile of 1/1s is still probably more valuable. Yeah, let's. I'm okay running it like this still. Mulligan's probably going to lose us the match, but that's okay. I do really want the Gladenar, but it's just going to be too slow, I think, to keep it with this Landlight hand. This land drop's going to be pretty important. Okay. We just got to keep them spending money casting their infinite removal spells and hoping that we just draw enough creatures out of it. Unfortunately, like 3 reactive spells in this hand do not look good to that end. What does this do? It becomes the color of your choice until end of turn. I believe that is still worth strafing here. And the window on that is pretty small to be good, so we shall do it. Awesome. Awesome. guess I just attack here and hope that they fight me. This doesn't have reach, right? No. Cool. Yeah, so if they fight, I can kill with Captain's Maneuvers, but if they just ignore my Helionaut, bad things happen. But I feel like I can't just wait on that. Like, I feel like if I just Manacles of Decay this and try to play it slow, I feel like I'm not really going to get where I need to be. That really hurts that they don't do that. I just also missed the land drop, so I can't like Captain's Maneuvers to like redirect the combat damage and have that work out. None of it works. Can like eventually Manacles of Decay plus use the Helionaut for black mana to kill this Coastal Drake, which is good, but like I can't even run Voice of All out here because they had blue removal, they had black removal, they had red removal. Like there's just not a like I can name red for Tarngrath, but I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere with that. So they've done a good job of reading me for Captain's Maneuvers at this point, but I can't take it down. They had like a removal spell here. Things are very bad, but of course. Now I have to hope that Voice of All on red is good enough. Maybe I can live through combat and try to untap into Desolation Giant. Maybe that's another path forward. Any removal, I of course die. I still have to... Or it's still only opening me up to the Desolation Giant line. Nothing else is at play here. Of course, Travel Flames. Understandable. Yeah, I don't know how to play Magic anymore. Just can't. Deck was really good. easily a trophy quality deck. But I don't know, like I think playing maining Fires of Yavimaya was pretty bad, but we actually won like a reasonable number of game ones. So I think that was, maybe a mistake in the draft to guide me that way, but I still liked where we ended up here. I like our deck. Like, the only, like, quote-unquote bad, or, like, the worst cards in the deck are, like, Nomadic Elf, Helionaut, Angelfile Crusader, Griffin, Wraith's Charm, Fires of Yavimaya, and these are, like, very serviceable, like, filler cards that I don't hate to have access to. So I really feel like our card quality was high. I feel like we made reasonable mulligan decisions, but I don't know. I'm also at that point in this format, like in this go around, where it's like this is my 6th draft and I haven't trophied, and it's just been a non-stop beating. So I'm trying to reevaluate because I clearly fundamentally misunderstand the format if I can't win anything. So I don't know how to fix that. But guess we will not learn how to fix it because the format's over, so we shall leave it on a slightly sour note, but that's alright. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, or it was informative to some extent. Always enjoy these old flashback drafts.